Hey Sagittarius, how's it going everybody? Welcome to Blue Mountains Tarot. This is going to be your general reading for the first half of January. Please keep in mind these are general readings, so only take messages that resonate. If you are interested, I do offer personal readings. You can contact me below in the description box to set up a personal reading. Thank you so much in advance everybody for your likes, shares, comments, contributions. I appreciate that. And Happy New Year. I hope everyone has enjoyed their Christmas holidays. And 2025 is very near. So let's see what messages are coming through for the sign of Sagittarius, first half of January, 1st to 15th, or whenever you find this video. Let's see, Sagittarius energy, please. What do we got going on for my Sag? Sagittarius. This is a good start, Sag. Holy cow. Six of Wands with the Sun card. This is beautiful energy. It's a lot of success for you, Sagittarius. There's a brand new beginning. You guys just, the Sun card, happiest card, birthday card. You guys just had happy belated birthdays to my Sagittarians. So I feel like some of you, this feels like either, well, it's a good birthday. It's a good year. It's a good new start. It's a good start. Something here is going to change for you where I want to find out what this is. You've got Leo energy with the Sun. Tell us about the Six of Wands. What's this victory or success? What is this? Because the Sun is showing a lot of good new beginnings and change. Page of Swords. I think there's something here, Sagittarius, that is in the infancy stages for you in terms of what's going to be. Because the Page of Swords is a very infancy stage. It's like, look into things. Look into what is it that's truly making you happy in life. Where do you see, like, the Sun sheds light on situations. And you may be waiting, or you may start to see coming in the next little while when you see this video, that there's something here that's very positive and bright on a situation in your life, whether that's work, love life, personal issues, whatever this is. But I feel like some of these things are saying, like, it's a little bit in its infancy stages for some of you, but don't be afraid to go out and look into things. Don't be afraid to take on a new challenge. Don't be afraid to get back up again when, you know, you want to succeed at something, but you may feel like, where do I begin? Where do I start this challenge? What is it? Let's see. And I want to say, like, follow your happiness. Follow where do you feel that warm-hearted energy? Where do you feel best in your life? This is how we kind of understand about what we really truly do well in, what's our passion. What would we do for free and wake up every day to go and do? What is that for you, Sagittarius? Because some of you may be very aware of that and you may be stepping into that power, but some of you may be discovering what is it that you're going to do well at. You know you want to succeed. You know that you're good at something. You know, it's kind of like, I'm a really good baker, but where do I start? What do I do? I know how to bake amazing, but do I work at a bakery? Do I work at a restaurant? Do I work on a cruise ship? What is it? Do you go on a baking show? What are these things that you're going to have to look into to see? Because some of them for you are infancy stage. Let's see here. Anything else? What's the Sun? Tell us about the Sun. Well, these came out first, but let's see. Seven of Cups. Yeah, the Knight of Cups. So there's going to be a little bit of heightened emotions, I think, for you here, Sag, but I think in a positive way. Try not to react to situations that you may feel are overwhelming you. Rather, what I would say here is choose wisely. So what I mean by that is that there could be a lot of things on the table for you. There could be a lot of overwhelm. This is the Seven of Cups. Seven of Cups is an overwhelm at times. It requires you to make choices around things, but some of those things can be illusionary. They could be things that are not as, I don't know, maybe they're not as important, or maybe there's something there that you're focusing on that really isn't what you need to be focusing on. And I see this Knight of Cups holding on to his cup. He's really certain, he's very emotionally heightened in a good way. You're feeling good about a specific thing. So you may have to narrow something down. I'm going to clarify that. I just want to see here. Let me just check that out for a sec. 7 of Cups. Clarify. 2 of Cups. Oh my gosh. 2 of Cups and the Queen of Cups. Now, this kind of came out in reverse. I don't always read reversals, guys. I read very intuitively. But this is definitely something what I feel is very positive in terms of love. You have the Queen of Cups, the 2 of Cups, the Knight of Cups. So something right now for you, and maybe that's where this victory or this success is also taking place. I think the 2 of Cups here, it was in reverse. I feel like there's an individual here or a situation where this Queen of Cups, you really truly want to connect. You really truly have a lot of feelings for a person, a partnership here. But in the reversal, to me, it feels like the connection isn't happening. And it could be because this Knight of Cups is that overwhelming energy of the 7 of Cups. And it's like, there's a lot of love here. I'm going to try to paint an example or a picture for you. This Queen, there's a lot of love for you here, Sagittarius. And this could really be you, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, Queen of Cups, water energy. You have a shit ton of water energy here, a lot of emotions. You could be sort of flooded out, flooded with emotions, watered out. It's like diluted. You're almost overwhelmed by all of the different choices or all of the different elements of love or this particular connection. And what's happening is that the connection isn't able to fully be upright in a more connected place where they're seeing eye to eye. Rather, it's like they're dumping their emotions on each other. They're letting go of their emotions. They're not seeing eye to eye. They're kind of in an upside down. It's reversed. To me, it feels like hangman energy, where it's like we're not seeing things the way at different perspectives. So I think that these decisions are based more on, or the emotions are because someone here isn't being erratic. The Knight of Cups is very much like uncommittal, non-committal, erratic. I am all in, I'm all out. I love, I do, I don't know. There's a lot of this confusion. But that Knight of Cups who's carrying the 1 cup knows what he wants. He or she, doesn't matter. He knows what he's going after. Even if there's an energy here, Sagittarius, where you're like, there's a lot going on with the 7 of Cups. There's a lot of possibilities. There's a lot of choices. I don't care. I know I love that person. I'm going after it. I know there's a lot, but I don't care. And I think that that's going to bring this 2 of Cups. I'm going to leave it upright because it throws my vision off when things are in reverse. But this Queen of Cups really does want to love, but the connection isn't able to fully see eye to eye because there's too many overwhelming, and someone here or the situation could be getting a little caught up in an illusion of sorts, whatever that may be. Maybe it's an illusion of fear. Maybe it's an illusion that someone's going to run off and not commit. Maybe somebody's like, I'm all in, and then I'm not committal. I want to be, there's this. So it's really, I think, about expressing your emotions. But the challenge you're having, Sagittarius, is that this is all water. So we can sometimes drown out, you can drown out the situation. There isn't a lot of earth energy or anything to ground all of this emotion. So sometimes the Queen of Cups is a very dreamy energy and getting caught up in her emotions and not thinking logically. So I feel like when we're not thinking logically and we're thinking very with our emotional erratic energy, I was going to say eradication. I don't think you're eradicating anybody here, but hopefully not. But you might eradicate the relationship or the connection because the emotions are just like tidal wave energy. Let's see what the healing advice is. I do think this is good, Sag, because your major here is the sun. And the main energy here is that there's going to be some positive new changes and some positive new light shed on a situation, and happiness is going to come ahead. And something here is meant to work out. But I want to get any healing energy or grounding energy for all of these emotions in these cups, because I can see it right here. What's the healing advice for Sagittarius in this situation? Or maybe in that Two of Cups as well. Any healing advice? The High Priestess. Okay. Excuse me. Also in reverse, meaning, excuse me, you may or may not be listening to your intuition. So some of you, if it's in reverse, I feel like the High Priestess is really not giving herself credit or giving themselves credit. Also maybe not listening to intuition. So again, you may be driven by illusion. You may be driven by emotions, and really intuitively, you have another feeling. Or you feel like something it's too much, it's too good to be true, or too dreamy, or too much love or something, but we're just not listening to our intuition. We're not paying attention. But I would say that the healing advice would be to listen to your intuition. Step back for a second here, and it's really interesting because this is all about your higher self. And a very good friend of mine, Sagittarius, if you're watching, you may know who you are, has said to me, will your higher self, your future higher self, appreciate or regret your actions towards the situation that you're dealing with, Alex? So do you want to face that and talk through that? Is that going to be regretted in the future? No regret. You know, your intuition, your higher self, listen to where you feel guided to. And truly, I wasn't listening to my intuition. I was trying to fight that. And I'm glad I didn't. So there is a thing here, Sagittarius, about trusting in your intuition. And also the High Priestess is a huge teacher. It's a lesson. It's something here that is going to help you to grow. It's very divine feminine, and you have the Queen of Cups here as well. So there's very divine feminine energy. Anything else I just want to see? So the thing is that one of the illusions that you, Sagittarius, may be faced with is wanting to know the answer now. You may want to know, like, I want to know all of your feelings about everything in life, everything about you or your person or your situation. I want to know everything about you in such a short period of time. And because there's this Knight of Cups and the High Priestess. High Priestess really does want the answer. You really have the answer within yourself. Your intuition and your higher self is trying to show you, share with you, communicate to you. It's trying to tell you this. It's trying to help you see through any of the illusion or things that you could be feeling but not paying attention to. With the Sun card and the High Priestess here, I feel like it's really saying, what is it that makes you happy, Sag? And communicate that. Again, if there's a bit of, I read intuitively, so, you know, it starts off feeling very worky and your passions and things, but it could roll into your love life, your intimate, whatever. There could be a few things here. But I feel like with the Sun card, your two majors with the Sun card, see, you have the Moon at the bottom of the deck. So these are the illusions once again, but it's our fears. It's the things that are unseen. It's the unknowns. It's the things that haven't revealed themselves yet. The Ten of Swords. Some of you may be afraid of, or maybe in the back of your mind, you're wondering, like, what is it this either has caused you a lot of, Ten of Swords is a very, like, it's painful. It's exhaustion. It's mental exhaustion. It's a painful ending. But the Moon is showing, you've got the Moon and the Sun. You've got like divine masculine, divine feminine. I think intuitively, Sag, follow where you feel your happiness is in your life. Again, work or love, whatever that may be. The Hermit. So some of you may have thought that if something just gets any more painful, that you're just feeling better off on your own, or you're just walking away from something that you're just like, the hermit, I'll just let go of this and walk away to go find my own answers, or to figure out the things that you can't understand. There is a thing here that really needs communication as well with that Page of Swords. So there is something that you do have to maybe work on in communicating your fears, your insecurities, your secrets, the unknown, the things that are hidden, the things that are not being brought to the surface. Because somebody does want to know the truth. Somebody wants the answers to things, and they can only, sometimes we're human. We can only intuitively guess so much or understand so much, where it's better to just get the word from the person directly, like straight from the horse's mouth, as they say. And so I feel like communication at times with the Page of Swords can be very minimal or blocked, or, let me ask about that. If there's, I think, communication, because these emotions are all over the place. Tell me about communication. I'm just curious if I'm onto something. If you get the 8 of Wands, I mean, that is the communication card. One of. The 2 of Pentacles. So communication sometimes sits up in the air with you, Sag, and things are not decided upon, or there's a decision here that isn't made. And I think you have to give yourself or, again, I'm going to use a work situation. It could be love, could be whatever, but you're up in the air about making a decision on something, and you have to communicate that. You either have to communicate that you don't know what you want, or that you do know what you want, or this is what I'm thinking, or what's the choice? Because you have options, you have choices here, but you're juggling, or you're up in the air about your communication. When I see this, it feels like it could be that, it could be this. It's like you're going for a job. Well, is it full-time or part-time? Is it contract? Well, I don't know. It could be full, it could be temporary, it could be, what is it, right? Like it could be full-time, it could be part-time, it could be contract, it could be temp. That doesn't help somebody. They need to know what they need to know. And instead of intuitively, they may be picking up intuitively that this is very overwhelming and confusing with the 7 of Cups. So communication, I think, has to come out of the air and onto the ground. I think the juggling has to come to an end, or the choices of what we're doing need to be settled. And don't make decisions here, because he's in choppy water. So don't make decisions in rough waters. You may have to wait for these emotions to settle. Allow your intuition here. Allow things to... There is something here that is freeing for you. I think the truth sets you free. The communication sets you free. But there's... The High Priestess has something to show. She's the all-knowing. She knows a lot. And it's like communication helps to share knowledge. So don't hold back what you know, or don't hold back healing advice or helpful advice or spiritual advice or whatever that is. Okay? I'm going to do your Wisdom of the Bird Oracle. That is your reading, Sag. I hope that... I think what's really beautiful is that you have a lot of success, positivity, and new beginnings for you. There is a much more sort of brighter day or happy outcome here for you, but don't be afraid, or don't be reluctant or hesitant to look into and take the challenge. Get your first step going. Open the door, make that call, make that first step, do something, because for some of you, your success is in a very infancy stage, and you'll never realize that to its potential unless you actually learn to walk, learn to talk, that kind of thing. Let's see, for Sagittarius, what do we have? The Pied Wagtail. This one comes out often. It's the joy of life and pleasure. A source of joy of life reveals itself to you. Draw from it with ease. One more. Oh, wait. One more. There we go. The perky and delicate pied wagtail brings you pure joy. It reminds you not to only exert yourself physically, but to integrate pleasure and joy into your everyday life. With this delicate songbird, light-hearted moments insert themselves into your life. Do as pied wagtail does. Draw strength from a pure source. Embrace the lightness of air. Spread the wings of your soul, and growing beyond yourself, fly into the lightness of being. My contrasting black, white, and gray feathers stand out as a wake-up call for inner peace. With my delicate long stilts, I am constantly tripping around with a bobbing quick step in search of food. Sitting by the water, I remind you to pay attention to your emotional world and to look for mental balance. Okay, there you go. There's the emotional world. There's that emotional that I was talking about. There's your mental balance. Although these are pentacles, you're juggling something back and forth. And it's to create that mental certainty or mental ease, I think, by not keeping things all juggled up in the air and sort of let them fall so that things can anchor and give you some peace here, some stability. So more meanings: awaken joy, free yourself from the cage of tension. Negative thoughts imprison you. And that's Ten of Swords. Ten of Swords that I saw with the Moon card could be very, very painful emotional thoughts or emotional feelings that almost self-inflicted. Gifts come into your life, freshness comes in, and allow yourself to follow your inner trail. So all of these messages were in your tarot reading, guys. That freshness coming in, that's the Sun card, and allow yourself to follow your inner trail. Really look into what you feel you're doing, what your inner trails, with the happiness within you, the joy that makes you wake up every day to go do what you really want to do. Your affirmation is my soul being is pure joy, and I am expressing this in my whole being. So that's a beautiful message. And I think that's very High Priestess energy of just expression of pure joy and heightened awareness, heightened spiritual psychic ability, that kind of thing. Share what you can vocally, Sagittarius, because like I said, you have a lot of these emotions that are like all over the place here, and that they need to be sort of like tamed down a bit or brought in for this Two of Cups to hold on to the water. It can't hold on to the emotion like this. They're emptied cups. So, okay, Sagittarius, I want to wish you guys a great day. Happy New Year, everybody. Thank you so much for all of your likes, shares, comments. I appreciate that. And I will see you guys soon. Take care.